got what they call the Valley of the Queens. These queens got tombs and temples bigger than anything a cracker ever saw in Europe or anywhere else. Okay? They're not telling y'all that. Okay? This is her sarcophagus. You see this black queen and Nefertari. This is the wife of Ramesses II. One of the most powerful kings that ever lived. And he loved this woman so he built her tombs and temples all over Egypt. Matter of fact, the temple he built at Abu Simbel was the first temple as grand as that, built for one particular queen. Now I showed you Hereru's temple. I showed you those was goddesses. So the temple Abu Simbel was built for this African queen right here. He loved her so. And it's one of the most beautiful temples on the planet. And this is her sarcophagus and her, and we talking about carving down in the mountains. You know what I'm saying? This is like 3 and 4 levels of, I'm talking about at least a half a mile down into the rock. This is a wonder of the world that they're not telling you about. And they down there, this is showing you the levels of how deep down in the mountain they went to build. And you got over 76 of these tombs in the Valley of the Kings, and you got almost 76 in the Valley of the Queens. Where they done carved, there's nothing like this on the planet. Ain't even close. Now, how can you be all over and everybody else country talking about the wonders of the world and all this, that, and the third, and you got the grandest temples and tombs on the planet Earth ever, and you don't pay no homage? The cracker over there trying to repaint, I'm going to show you. This is showing you as you come down. You didn't already, this is almost a half a mile up before you get here. This is the first level. You're going down into the mountain. And you got all type of beautiful prayers and all type of drawings in the tomb. Okay, and then you come down one more level. And when you get down here, this is where her sarcophagus was. And these are her deities. You see her all over, because she's a deity now. Okay? This is a black god. This is a black woman as a black goddess. No white queen nowhere ever and ever will get anything close to this. So this is showing you how much the black man loved his black woman. That he would build all these type of beautiful tombs all over Egypt in honor of her. See, this is when we was at the top of our game, brother. We was at the top of our game. Great kings all over throughout history. See, we was our best when our woman was our God. Right. We was our best. This is the actual tomb. You see, when you get down, and I didn't get into the Valley of the Queens. I didn't get there. I got into the Valley of the Kings. See the crackers? See? They beat you to it. They beat you to it. See, and then you know, and you wonder why you see them lighter than what they used to be.
Whitewash.
We got to get them crackers about our temples, about our tomb. This is Queen T. You understand? Beautiful goddess. She was an empress and she was a goddess. She was worshipped by the Nubians and the Egyptians, even while she lived. Even while this is her husband, Amenhotep III. I seen that statue in the British Museum. Crackers done took it. This one ain't even in Egypt. They done took that. All our artifacts is in the White Man Museum. And this was the first time when the woman, you know, as a queen was shown equal with the king. He loved her so. That's Amenhotep. They loved them queens. He even dug a lake out for her. One of the biggest lakes in Egypt, and named it after her. She said she wanted to be by the water, you know, where the palace, and the palace was away from the, so damn it, he built her a lake. So you want the water, we're going to get the water to you. See? And that's right there. That one is actually in the Egyptian Museum. Now, this is actually a statue of Queen T. And somebody knocked the top of her face off. And, you know, I'm always looking at photos. And I say, you know, when I saw this one, it took me a minute. I said, wait a minute. That sister, them lips right there, they remind me of something. And so when it finally registered, I say, you know what? That's Queen T. And so what I did is I superimposed and it went right on the top. You see that? I didn't have to do nothing. I just put the top on it and it went right there just to let you know that's exactly what I'm going to show you and prove to you. And I'm going to get on that white woman that they tried to put out here about 2 months ago, that Nefertiti shit. I'm going to beat that. I beat that shit up so bad, they shouldn't even try that shit. They shouldn't even try that shit. I couldn't put the damn sun cancer shit up on the internet because that would have knocked that shit out the box on day one. But as soon as you put that up there, they know. Because when I went to Egypt, you'll see the crackers. You understand what I'm saying? They ass to have sun hats on and shit. And wherever it was some shade, you know, they have to run their ass into the shade and shit. Because they know goddamn well if they leave them crackers out there in that sun, they're going to be dropping like flies. You see? So you see, this is her son right here, Amenhotep III. And that was actually, so you're looking at King Tut's, who they trying to say was Nefertiti's son, which is a lie. King Tut was not her son. That's what them crackers was saying. And the same white woman that made that fake-ass white King Tut is actually the one that made the white Nefertiti. The same old ruthless-ass white woman. Whitewashing ancient. You can look, now just because his lips is big, and that don't mean the mind is African. So you have to also look at the culture being practiced by these African people. You see right here, this is the daughter of Akhenaten. And you see even in the Congo, that same African culture is still being practiced today. Okay, the PT.2 tribe. And you're looking right at her. You understand? You can even look at the chin. You see the double neck. You see that right there on the forehead. It's the same forehead, the same African culture being practiced. We know these is African people. You can't go nowhere. This is still being practiced today. Okay, you can't go nowhere in Europe and find these cultural traits in any European. Let me keep it moving. Understanding that the black woman produced, now she ain't produced no white man. This is her, this is the albino African. Okay? I'm tired of motherfuckers saying all humanity came out of Africa. If the white man can't stand up in goddamn Africa, how the fuck he come from Africa? All people did not come from it. That's their way of latching on. We don't know where the fuck they came from. But wherever they came, they need to take their ass back. That's right. Let's get into this. These is the oldest statues, not only of a human, but of a deity on the planet, which they call the Venuses. They done found them all over Europe, all through Asia. This was the little Twa people that they called the pygmy. Now they found this one in what they call Willendorf. This is near the damn Czech Republic, Austria. Okay? With the peppercorn hair. You understand? She's impregnated. This is a fertility doll. And they would find them down in the graves of the Africans. And they were in the fetal position. Because they were going back up into the Great Mother. That's showing you that the earliest form of deity worship was the black woman. Even from the grave, they were going back up into the cosmic black mother. Okay, to be reborn into what we call heaven today. This one was found in Czechoslovakia. You see what dates is on that? 28,000 to 25,000 BCE. This long before Egypt. This long before any civilization on the planet today. This one was 29,000 BC to 25,000 BC. And this is showing you where they found many of these Venuses, these African fertility dolls all over Europe. And this is who they are. This is the little Twa. Now this one is actually from Andaman Island, which is up under India. To show you that these little Twa was from Africa all the way to Tasmania and Australia. Okay? Many of the Tasmanian, I'm going to show, were little Twa people, and the cracker went over there and exterminated all of them. Keep playing with this peckerwood. Okay? This is a map, and you see they also call them the Negritos. And you can see they all through, not only the Andaman, that was the Andaman Island. This India's past India. Okay, all in Indonesia, the Philippines. Okay? Them goddamn Chinese and all them goddamn slime, they over there committing genocide on the Negritos, the little Africans over there. Okay? Our people rule from Africa all through Southern Asia, into Australia, even into the South Pacific. Papua New Guinea and all that. They over there committing genocide on them. So it's a goddamn global war with these goddamn crackers in Asia. And we're going to have to take it to their ass. The Chinese is in Africa now. We ain't there, but they there. We didn't empower these guys. We didn't bought all the goddamn hair grease. We didn't bought all the goddamn hair. We didn't bought all the shit out the dollar store. Now they got more power than us to go into Africa and seize our holy land. When we should have bypassed all that shit and went straight to Africa with our resources and uplifted our motherland. It's a damn shame. I've started to cut off a lot of shit in my life. Yeah, I'm just as guilty as anybody else about it. Because goddamn it ain't shit for us but this shit. I done cut out a lot of shit. Trying to, to be able to come here to do this. Okay? Family helped me, and I wanted to take the pressure off of family all over the country, and I'm saving every dollar I could get to come out here. Then I'm going to Inglewood, and I'm not seeing everything that I put in, but who gonna keep it up? Who gonna keep it up? And so, this is what we have to do. Here again, you see, this was up under India. Matter of fact, they was on the Indian mainland. Malaysia. Oh, that's our shit. Got to take that. After we get the continent, we're gonna have to take that. Niggas love Bruce Lee. Niggas Wu-Tanging and all this shit. Mayo Tong and shit. Y'all run to the goddamn Hindu and talk about that shit, bending your back, doing yoga, and nigga, we talk to them motherfuckers. And they are perverted. They're perverted the system. This is a fertility dial in China. Showing you even went to China. This is one they found in Europe also, and I'm gonna show you this. That even though it's 25,000, it's the same headdress as the Egyptians. And they found that one in France. To show you that we fall at 30,000 BC. Same hairdo as the ancient Egyptian. To show you that when they give you an Egypt at 3, that's a goddamn lie. They trying to marginalize Africa with the Bible. Keep it in step with the Bible. 3000 BC. Egypt is over 50,000 years old. Easy. Probably older than that. The dynastic part of Egypt is the last part of Egypt. Egypt been civilized for a long time. The dynastic part of it is just the latter part of it. Been there a long time. Let me keep it moving. Showing you, what they call stepophilia or whatever they call it, which ain't nothing but, how you queens come. God damn how they come, baby. It ain't nothing wrong with saying that. I'd rather give a black woman homage. I'd rather adore the black woman physically than be some old homosexual ass nigga running around here, you know what I'm saying, putting all this color in your goddamn hair. And I seen a lot of that shit. Shameful. Shameful. Running from the woman. I mean, when we was back in 3rd grade, we was writing love letters. Do you like me? Yes, circle yes or no. Young nigga had more game than the old niggas today. Do you ever write a love letter to a woman now, nigga? We don't even write with it. That shit probably archaic. You ain't gonna get no nigga to write no love letter. Ain't gonna get no nigga to write no love letter. You see what I'm saying? You gonna freak on the internet and put some crazy shit in the inbox and get busted and shit when you put your ass out there. You see what I'm saying? But you see right here, Grimaldi Venus, 30,000. So this was the era. At least 30, this was in Europe. This was before Greece. This was before Rome. So when you talk about the European, you understand? We was the original. And I'm not going to say the term European. We was there before the cracker. We was in Asia before the goddamn slant-eyed Asian. Okay? Showing you this is the African woman. Showing you these are the oldest statues of a human representation. And then the cracker ain't got no ass. So they went and put some fucking wire in the back of their dresses to look like they had some ass. You know damn well they can't compete with the sisters. Can't even compete. Can't even compete. Now today the sisters are, trying to be the white woman, and all along she was trying to be you. Okay? Showing you some of the graves of the earlier kings. They were buried in the fetal position. That's the fetal position, going back up into the great mother, as you are when you're being conceived in your mother's womb. You're in the fetal position. That's the fetal position. You're going. So they knew they was going back unto the great mother. That's facts. Ain't no goddamn belief. The black woman is the oldest deity on the planet. These are some of the earlier graves that they found in Egypt, just intact as they were, in the fetal position. And even when we developed, these are the sarcophaguses, the lids of what they are coffin. And so you see the black woman is new, is in the top of the coffin. You, the son, the S-O-N, you going back up into the great mother just like the son, to be reborn through her womb into the heaven or the netherworld. Okay? That's how you got there. Again, showing you the black woman in the sarcophaguses. I know goddamn you niggas dick stroking a masculine god today. Nigga, you ain't going unto no man, nigga. You going back unto the black hole from which is the womb of Newt. That's where the sun came through. It came through the black hole. And this is the sarcophagus, and you see the 4 goddesses on each corner with their wings touching. This is your guardian angel to guide you into the afterlife. So you got them on the inside, got them on the out. You got to understand that 95% of ancient Egyptian spirituality is centered around the woman. I'm showing you this. There's no doubt about it. And this is where they get the damn Ark of the Covenant. When you see the 2 the angels on top of the Ark of the Covenant with their wings touching. Let me come through. So even when you're looking, this is new. And you see, this is what the pyramid is an upside down womb. I'm going to show you that. That's where the pyramid come from. That's why the kings were buried deep down inside of the womb of the pyramid. The pyramid is a monument dedicated to the black woman. You see the sun at the top? I want y'all to look. I want y'all to look. I want y'all to pay attention. Motherfucker talking about it's a damn pump. Goddamn niggas don't have no connection to African spirituality to teach shit. You see the black man down there connected to the sun. You right, brother? Getting that melanin charged up, eating good, getting that water in your system, reading, developing your mind, your spirit, working out. When you wake up in the morning, brother, get that good night's sleep. Wake up in the morning, and them queens be hating, and you be nudging them and shit. It's time to get it on, baby. You feel me? That's how it go. That's how it go. So when the sun rise, the brothers and sisters knew that long time ago. You know? And when you got that time, when you wake up in the morning and you write like that, you can do anything you ever wanted to do, nigga. Some days you might not be on that level. But that morning, nigga, you can do whatever you want to do. And you can even see from the Venus, you can see what they call the prognathic jaw, the African jaw on this. You see what I'm saying? Just like the Sphinx. You see? You know it's an African. See, born in the sin. We got to get out of that. You done demonize the African woman's womb. Born in the sin. But when you go back and you see this is new. And not just to show you, you see the child inside of the sun. To show you that this is 2 symbolisms in one. That just like the son is being born through the womb of Newt, this is the divine seed of Africa. Being born, our children are not born into no damn sin. And if you understood that and respected this, that the children, when you see them young brothers and sisters on the internet crying for help, and these goddamn crackers is out there terrorizing our babies, you would tear their goddamn head off. You don't look at your children as divine. You don't look at the woman as divine. We say these things, but when I see us rise up to defend it with our very life, I know we really believe it. See, again, showing you the child inside, and we are the seeds of the sun. We're the children of the sun. And it's, the soul is always shown to be black. That's divinity. Okay? So we are divine, and we are from the sun. You see the queen holding that seed up? Holding that seed up. That's the goddess, the guardian angel. And then you see Mary. Come steal our shit. Thieving, knowing damn well they babies ain't holding. Goddamn babies killing a goddamn cracker every 2 days. Thousands of them. They can't even go to school. Goddamn killing on the campus, everywhere, all over the campus. The campus like the goddamn battlefield today. I wouldn't dare go on no goddamn campus with no whole lot of crackers. And then when they goddamn cracker killed them people up in Las Vegas, I wouldn't lie, they know I was gonna burn. They shut my ass down in 2 minutes. Soon as I got started, I was going soft. And they still turned my shit up. Because I know if I go hard, I know they hurt. Because this cracker that went out there and killed damn near, how it shot 500 motherfuckers. You see, they sick. Them peoples is sick, and all that trying to hide what they doing to the world, that shit is coming out in their ass. They babies is killing their ass every damn day. And they can't no longer deny it, no longer. And you can see right now they done stole our culture and stole our, but they really can't live it out. Even got the sun behind their head as the halo. That's how you know something is divine. But you ain't connected to the sun. You ain't got no pineal gland. Okay. And whatever little melon you got, it don't work. It ain't enough. Y'all ass burning like a motherfucker. So you see, now that, where's that mother at? They got the same mother. This is actually brother and sister. To show you that the black woman got all seed. She could create whatever color. Dark, white, not no white man. The African albino. I got to be clear about that. Some niggas go overboard. You can't put no white man through no African woman's womb. You sick. You just want to be connected to the cracker. Okay. You got crackertosis, nigga. You got crackertosis. You want somehow to get that white man on the hook. Be connected to the white man. You got a white friend and you just want to work them on in. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I hear that shit and I'm all, I judge them all the same. Because when it come down to the get down, I'm rolling with my family.
Okay.
And they rolling with their family.
That's right.
And any motherfucker that will roll against their own goddamn family for another family, nigga, you can't trust that motherfucker. You can't trust that motherfucker. Okay? Be clear about that. So you're looking at the cosmos. You see that the African woman is heaven. When Dr. Ben said heaven was between the black woman's legs, some niggas couldn't understand that.
Okay.
You watching too much porn and Pornhub, nigga. You niggas can't think out of the box. You got to give a woman some divinity. That don't mean nigga don't love her. And niggas gonna lust. Ain't nothing wrong with lusting. I'd rather lust after a woman than be a homosexual. You got to have some structure to it though, nigga. You got to respect her. But shit, as beautiful as the African woman is, nigga, it's gonna be some lust. Ain't no nigga gonna see no beautiful African woman and say, damn. Damn, when you go, that's right. She gonna make you do that. So love, it's gonna be some love and some lust. You see what I'm saying? And you can see, but just the respect. This is the God's shoe as atmosphere. And this is Gaia as heavens. You see what I'm saying? And these are the two columns of heaven. The breast and the womb. You see what I'm saying? And just like the woman's menstrual cycle is synchronized with the cycle of the moon. You see? It showed you right there that the ancients saw the universe in the frequency of the woman. You see? And so where you think astronomy and all of this come from? This is the study of the black woman. Okay? She the one created what you call agriculture. The man was a hunter and gatherer. When the man was out there hunting, it was the woman that put the seeds down and started to, structure that agriculture system. And then brought the man up off the damn, out of the savannah, chasing them the animals and getting killed and shit. Now you got a system of growing your food. You see what I'm saying? You ain't got to go out there and chase these damn animals. And when your food is been managed and your food is coming, then you can go into other sciences. You see what I'm saying? She the one that put them seeds down in the ground and gave black men, and that's what springboard civilization. No nation can rise higher than this one. See? You can see it in the concepts. And then you go in and we in the Masonic Lodge, where they got what they call the arch degree. Huh? Where you at, brother? I love you, but let's Miss Universe. Huh? But we just want to take it some levels deeper than that. Now you see that the black hole is the womb of Nu. That's where the sun was born into this universe. Through the black hole. Now you see in Islam, you see what they call the black stone, which ain't nothing but the womb. And then they show you Jesus, but you don't understand that Jesus is the Son, the S-U-N, but been anthropomorphized, as I told you, with the man in the moon. They done just made a man in the sun, okay? And you can see the womb right there in the back. And that's Ra. That's Ra. Being born, I'm going to show you Ra being born through the womb of his mother Nu. That's all it is. This is the arch degree. See, this is symbolism. You see the sun and you see the arch? That ain't nothing but Nu. That's the sun right there going through the body of Nu. See, this is symbolisms that they stood right here at the bottom. You see the sun going up in her mouth at the end of the day, traveling 12 hours through her body at night and being born through the womb the next day. You see her sun right here. This is the sun, symbolizing the sun. This is you, King. Okay? And just like the sun is being reborn, you will be reborn just like the sun. Let me keep it moving. That's beautiful. See that sarcophagus? You see that sarcophagus? You see that work? You see that 3D work that they put in there? That's Ramesses VI. Let me keep it moving, because I got a lot of stuff. You see right there? Now, this is Nu is the anthropomorphic image. Then you got the Milky Way. This is the golden calf. Okay? The Milky Way. See? All of that is symbolisms of the black woman. Providing nourishment. And they say Allah is the great nourisher and provider. But I don't know what the hell he providing. Jesus and all of that is the nourisher and provider. Don't know what they providing. You see what I'm saying? Don't know and you can see that this spirituality is from East and West Africa. Ain't no difference. Ain't no difference. It's a universal practice all over Africa. Okay, so we don't separate Africa or African civilizations. They all founded on the basic African principle. Love of their mother. Respect for the goddess. Okay? Respect for each other. It's a common practice all over Africa. Let me keep it moving. And then you see right here, when the Semitics came down, the Islamic Judo-Christian motherfucker, they destroyed the worship of the black woman. When they destroyed the golden calf. And even in the Quran, then he produced for them a calf of saffron hue, which gave forth a lowing sound, and they cried, "This is your God, and the God of Moses, but he have forgotten." He have forgotten, y'all. That's in the Quran. They knew who they was worshiping. That motherfucker looking hard, like, I'll be damned. That nigga said he right. He looking deep. And you see even the occult, where they took the horns and symbolic of the moon. So you see all them occult deities like Ishtar, which was the foundation of Easter. And I got on that shit this year, and they took that video off too. Okay? When they say that Jesus is, ain't got nothing to do with no damn Jesus. Goddamn Easter change every damn year. If it was, goddamn it, if your ass die and you look on a nigga goddamn obituary, that date ain't gonna never change. I'm sick of that shit. Easter fall, you can go right now and see what day Easter gonna be for the next motherfucking 20 years. They know what day, and it never fell on the same goddamn day. It's astrological. Okay, after you come across that equinox, okay, when you come across the first day of spring, you come to the first full moon. Okay, the first Sunday after the first full moon is Easter. Simple as that. Ain't got nothing to do with no damn man. The Passover is the sun passing over the equinox. Ain't got nothing to do with no man. I'm sorry to tell y'all that. Okay, so go and get your suits. Spend all that fucking money on nothing. Okay? You know, all the Easter eggs and shit. And I showed in the Grecian world, that shit means testes. I showed the men up there and shit, and I showed the colored eggs behind the man going in another man. I said, nigga, I better not catch you niggas cracking no eggs for you. Leave them eggs alone, nigga. Leave them alone, homie. I love you, nigga, and I'm being 100. Do yourself a favor, man. Take this shit as the truth, because it is. So when you look at all these, this is the corruption of headache root. You don't see the motherly aspect of it. You see what I'm saying? You see the crowd, even Mary, you see the horns down there. You see? And you see right here, the God is feeding her king with my true righteousness. Feed me. Feed me. You see the God is moving. You got to feed these brothers, sisters. You got to feed them. They need the wisdom. Them young kings need that wisdom. I can see in the fear in their eyes, they want the answer. And if their mamas would tell them they gonna have to, you can be king, nigga, you're gonna have to rise up and take this beast's head. You're gonna have to train him for it, and then you're gonna have to have confidence. You cannot hold these young G's back no more. You can't raise them to be little girls. You got to raise them to be kings. Okay. And you got to have confidence that them young kings is gonna take the throne. And if some die in the process of fighting that fight, then he died for a great cause. And we are honor them, but to just let these men, these young men, be terrorized by these goddamn beasts. We got to bring an end to that. When I was coming up, nigga, if you didn't get out there and fight, your mama beat the shit out of you. Come to my goddamn house, my mama send your ass out quick. Get this nigga from in front of the house. Straight up. And if you don't whoop him, bitch, I'm whooping you. Straight up. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? So back then, you had to be a G. You know, there ain't nothing wrong. That give you fortitude, man. That put you when you're in adversity like that, you need to be in adversity like that. To see, you know, because I done been in life and death situations. The first time, like a nigga shook, like you don't know what to do. The second time, nigga, I was seeing the shit before it was happening. Like, yeah, this is how I'm gonna do this shit. So I was able to handle that life and death situation totally different. You know what I'm saying? You got to know what adversity is, you know, and have confidence that you done taught these G's and these young queens that they'll make it through, okay? Everybody not gonna make it, but it builds fortitude. Let me come out. Now we talking about headache in Japan. Work with me, family. I'm gonna go through this as quick as I possibly can. I wanna work out with y'all to show you that I told you that it was odd. And they say in order to be a samurai, you got to have at least one drop of black. You got to have more than that. But even the Japanese say you got to have one drop of black blood. And I'm going to show you that headache root was off even Japan. You see the sun there? You see the horns? You see what I'm saying? I'm going to show you and I'm going to prove it to you. There's the serpent. But in Asia, the serpent will become the dragon at times. And when they say the return of the dragon, ain't no goddamn Bruce Lee. That's us. That's the coming of the sun, you know, because the dragon is zoomorphic of the sun, just like the serpent. You see The sun over the serpent, then there's the sun over the dragon. It's the same thing. And then you go to Johnny Socko. Y'all didn't see that. We grew up on this shit. Got the Pharaoh headdress. And the motherfucker died. It's popping, nigga. You see what I'm saying? Still in our shit long time ago. And I say, this a bitch. Damn it. Work with me now. We know what we done started on this planet.
Everything.
Look at it. And even in the car. Even
car.
when he get ready to come up out the goddamn, before he fly there, he in some type of silo. And then they call on him. And before he come up out this, he go into the car. And the eye. And the Japanese got enough nerve to talk about the African. Motherfuckers be all over there talking about what's wrong with America. It's blacks. And the goddamn, we didn't drop the bomb on you, Japanese. You in love with the white man, he done dropped 2 atomic bombs on your ass, and you got enough nerve to say what's wrong. This is Lord of the Rings. See the horns? See the sun? That's the Eye of Ra. Made it evil. Made it evil. Look at it. And then all them orcs and shit, nigga, that's us. I'm trying to talk to you. That's us. Mordor and shit, whatever they say, we come. The name of that was Mordor.
Right.
Black. See? The motherfuckers on there rooting for Gandalf.
The white, Gandalf the white.
The motherfucker rooting for Gandalf.
Gandalf the
and
white.
The motherfucker, the Club of the Rings, or whatever the fuck they was called. You see, that's who you're rooting for. Let me keep it out. And you see this Tut, but he's divine now. He's black anyway, but when the ancient Africans showed the color of divinity, it was black. And you see the cow, and he's drinking from the udder of Heru, which is his mother, his holy mother, the divine mother of the universe. And then you go to the white man. On a she-wolf. A goddamn a predator. That's where the Europeans come from, Romulus and Romulus. A goddamn predator, a bloodthirsty predator. Okay, suckling from a predator, carnivorous, bloodthirsty predator. Peaceful, gentle, vegetarian animal, our mothers. That don't mean you got to eat, be a vegetarian now. But it's symbolic of the animal being, a peaceful animal. Not no bloodthirsty ass goddamn wolf. Okay? And so now today we done given up our black mothers to go suck on this white woman. And you can see the baby down there is famished, damn near about to die. You can't let this cracker go and you're dying. Okay. See what I'm saying? Wickedness. Okay, let me keep it moving. Going into India, showing you that they not the original peoples of that land. They done stolen many of our concepts of Heru. Now the cow is sacred in India, was always sacred. They took over our religion. The Nile Valley religion you see in Egypt is the original religion of India and Asia. The Ethiopians and the Egyptians founded those civilizations over there. And you can see this is Krishna, and then they done changed his ass from black to blue. And I got documentation, they say they don't know why, because his name means black. The blackened one, that's where you get Christ from. All that shit come out the same religion. Okay? So they know his name mean black, but today they paint him blue. They paint him blue because they don't want to show the world that all deities at one time was black. Let me keep going. Now you're looking at the snake, the Medusas and the African woman as the Naga, okay, as the serpent goddess. Okay, and you see here Rihanna as Medusa, and they demonized her. They made her look. And when you think of the snake as something evil, only place where you find the snake evil is in the goddamn white man religion. In all other African religions, from Africa to Asia, even to the America, it was a symbol of ancient wisdom, of immortality, of eternity. And I'm gonna show you that. You see here, I Set. Now you see her as a woman with the wings, but now this is Isis, I Set as the serpent with her wings, you know, securing the king, securing and guarding him. She's a guardian angel, okay? What you call Shiva, which is nothing but a derivative of I Set in India. You see right here, again, the two goddesses. These are goddesses. This is when they was crowning the king. You got the goddess of Lower Egypt. You got the goddess of Upper Egypt. You see the Nagas in India. And it's Naga. Negas. And that's another thing. You know, I put the information out there. The only place where that word, a derivative of that word is negative when it come out the white man's mouth. Anywhere else is divinity. It's divine. And so when we say we speaking from the ancestors, you get crackatosis. You have to define it through the white. Oh, you ain't saying it from how the fuck you know? How do you know that the ancestors not speaking, and that's why we speak to each other that way? Why is it so damn popular? More so than any other word. Why is that one so profound? Can't even get a yanker in. I don't give a fuck how much you say, don't say nigga. It's gonna always be with us. Don't care a fuck how many times. Don't say nigga, nigga. What up, my nigga? It's coming back. Even the sisters are saying. You see, Bootsy daughter, they mad her. I told y'all niggas. I told y'all niggas. Told y'all, daddy coming home. You know, it's reverence. She ain't talking to you, but you want to demonize her. And she got, you know, they got to make all excuses. Man, shut the fuck up. The girl happy her daddy coming home. Damn. You know what I'm saying? Let me keep it moving. So you see that, you know, you got a unity of spirituality all across the ancient world that show you that's us. Now when we say the Kushites in India, we're not making this up. This is one culture. And this, you see here the worship of the goddess as the serpent in ancient Egypt. This is in the islands. See? From Egypt to the islands. You see that Mami Wata, Yemiya, as the mermaid serpent. The Naga is a water serpent. Okay? So you see, this is in India. I done went from Africa to the Caribbean to India to show you that this was a practice and you'll see the egg in the serpent, which the egg is symbolic of creation and is the sun. It's also symbolic of the sun. So you'll see the serpent and the egg of creation. And this is a zoomorphic image of this image. That's all that it is. So the serpent is also symbolic of the African woman. So you come into Egypt and you'll see the serpent with the sun, and then you go into Asia and see the dragon with the sun. It's the same symbolism. It's the same symbolism. Then you're talking about medicine. The caduceus. See? And you see the serpents. Okay, showing you that the African woman is also symbolic of medicine. When your ass got sick, it wasn't no goddamn hospital, no emergency room. So the woman had to do the herbs to keep her babies alive. Okay, this was long before any goddamn cracker hospitals and all this poison ass medicine niggas getting hooked on. Goddamn opioids, these goddamn crackers falling out every goddamn 2 minutes. Overdose on goddamn opioids. Always talking about their children murdering every day. They falling out and want to talk about we got some type of problem. No, you motherfuckers got all the problem. All we had to do was come up off of y'all goddamn culture and we'll be all right. So even when you go here, but they don't show you Lilith to show you she was a Naga. And she the one told her, bitch, go on eat that apple. You ain't gonna die. The motherfucker lying like a motherfucker. Go on get the apple, eat the apple. He say you're gonna die. She ate the apple, didn't die, and say, nigga, you eat too. He lied to us. See, this is showing you that the Naga was a symbolic of wisdom. symbolic of wisdom. And Jesus was also symbolic of the serpent himself. It says, as Moses lifted up the serpent in the wilderness, so shall Son of Man be lifted up. So y'all don't talk about Jesus was also symbolic of the serpent. Let me move through this. Let me get into something else. Because it go on. Okay, we're in the Masonic Hall. This is Yemi, y'all. You see the star. This is Isis. See? And so today they call them the Eastern Stars. And then they flip the star. But it's the star of Sirius. Okay? Symbolic of Isis. This is the most important astrological symbol in ancient Egypt, because the rise of Sirius started the new year of ancient Egypt. This star, and when the star Sirius rose, it wasn't long before the Nile would flood. So when that star rose, they knew to have their damn crops up out of there, because they knew that flood was coming. And when that flood come, it bring all that rich silk up out of Ethiopia down into Egypt. Okay, so it shows that, and I'm going to get into some maps, because that's very powerful. I'm showing you the power of the African woman. Okay, I'll get back. I had to come back because it's too long. The African woman's history too long for me to stay in one place for long. Okay, we're looking at, this is Circe. And this was one of the most powerful sorceress oracles in the Grecian world. And it showed that she was an African woman, Odysseus. Now, if you watch Troy, Odysseus was the king of one of them Greek islands. I think Thebes or which one. But he was the one that Agamemnon had to send to talk to Achilles. Because Achilles didn't like fucking with Agamemnon. But the king that Agamemnon was sending was Odysseus. And that's Odysseus right here. Now, after Troy, he was sent on some type of, great feats, because he wasn't allowed to go home for some reason. He got into it with one of them deities, and the deity put a goddamn curse on his ass. And so he stayed, he could never get back home. You know what I'm saying? Even though he would sail towards his home, he would never get there. He would end up on the other side of the world. And so it was something that he had to do to get back home. But on his trial, he ran into this one sorceress. The sorceress. Her name is Circe. Look her up. She's one of the most powerful occult images all around the world. An African woman. Okay? An African woman with that oracle power. Okay, and this is where she lived in Caucasus, which is modern day Russia, to show you that we was even up there. We was even up there before the cracker got there. Niggas had on coats and